need a roundaway girl to let me. Showtime, Mitty.
It's week 15 of the National Football League, and we've got the Bengals' field-stretching tight end. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Bengals and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, we reach week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. Joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chiefs in this matchup, but with how good they have been, it's not often that we can say they come into a game truly facing a challenge, but Charles, that's the case this week.
Absolutely. What a challenge it is, because they're now coming into this one, and they don't exactly have a clear advantage, something that they usually possess in every game they play with the way that they throw the football. I can't wait to see if they change things, if they emphasize different things than we've seen throughout this season, how they go about trying to move the ball downfield.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. So here are the Bengals now with a long field ahead of them. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll drop to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
That gain of 15 gets them on the doorstep, first and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyler Conklin, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows to 10-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
This will be caught. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! J.J. Arcega-Whiteside from 10 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Good bounce back drive. That's what they pick on drive number 1, drive number 2.
teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. 5 plays here on that drive. And it ends with the Bengals scoring. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And now here comes Kansas City. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Going to run with Madison again. Nifty move. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 41, Mahomes toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on the A Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where, in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy,
and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Boy, Charles, his offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And that makes it 14-10. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. A long run to Scamper. And a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. They'll go Madison up the middle. Gets past one man. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First down carry for Henry.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. The Bengals at 12-1 now to start play. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That's taken on the 25.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
This offense returns to the fold along with running back Alexander Madison.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lot. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Open man here is Conklin.
And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, they'll get this underneath to Madison. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here we go on 2nd and 12. The 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. And here's a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
To me, that touchdown had something that's kind of rooted in that group, seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Patterson now for the extra point.
It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive for 4 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
This offense returns to the fold along with running back Alexander Madison. They're behind in the first.
Ballsy throw skull.
It's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Mahomes now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Mahomes' throw caught by Olave.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On first down, Mahomes. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And it's the Jaguars who are out in front. The Jaguars trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. 2 touchdown passes there for Jared Goff. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Jalen Reagor, a touchdown reception. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime,
all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late-season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, Henry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes it to Olave. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now here's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The 22 more yards there and another first down. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Another carry now for Madison. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd and goal. Mahomes under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The coverage good. The pressure good. Leads to the sack. And it's 3rd and goal now.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it.
And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Mahomes now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes is going to run it on the option. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyler Conklin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. McManus's point after is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired. Back now in Cincinnati, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. From the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Great start to the 2nd quarter. Better than 30 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's Williams on the catch.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Bengals are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. From the 2 now, second and goal. Back to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Naeem Hines, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with the Bengals score. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Now a give to Madison. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The pass caught by Olave. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes tries the left side and finds Olave. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Mahomes to throw it. Got an open man. It's Olave. Touchdown. Chris Olave. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So now the Bengals down on the scoreboard. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on against the end, they'll kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. They'll look to throw. That ball complete to Isabella.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. On the handoff, it's Madison, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. After the penalty, it's Henry. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Kansas City, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.